Oh, it is hot in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Just 5 minutes ago, we were all good.
It's so hot, Kate. It's so hot in here.
This is not a bit, you guys. This is just his personality. Oh my God, I just saw your teeth.
The rubber band?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see him? You want to see him closer?
Man, that's bringing me back. Did you have to put those in yourself?
No,
you got put those in.
I went to the
professionally.
orthodontist. Yeah. They wouldn't trust me with that.
Can I say we're starting episode 140? You guys, welcome.
141.
Oh my God! I just traveled back in time a full week.
Has this ever happened? Have you ever been wrong about the episode number?
I don't think I've ever been wrong about the episode number, but I have been wrong about everything else.
That's true.
You know?
I was gonna follow up with that.
So, like, usually that's kind of where my rightness ends for each episode.
Yeah.
You know, I hit that number, I do my calculations, I add, I subtract, and I get somewhere special, and then everything else following that is fucking a mess.
Falling apart.
Totally. Damn it, I said the F word again right at the top.
That's okay. We're probably past 15 seconds.
You think?
That's all that matters. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We've got a lot on the dais today. We've got Sabrina Barry. We've got a mystery document that I found, and we've got office holiday parties to talk about.
Wait, we've never done this.
I know.
Alex, what are you doing?
Sarah, I was driving on the way over here, and I was like, "What if we listed the things we were going to talk about at the beginning?" And I wanted to see what your reaction would be like if I said it. This is going swimmingly so far. We've also got Lisa Nagaib, Timothee Chalamet was on College Game Day, and we've got the Golden Globe noms.
Yes.
And lookalike contests. Have they gone too far?
I mean, have they gone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do they exist?
They do.
It's been too far then.
They do.
You know?
Number one, though, Sabrina and Barry. And now Sarah has no idea about the reasoning behind their breakup.
Well, you shot off a text in the group.
I did.
You told me about the breakup, and then you said, don't do anything, don't look anywhere.
Don't look anywhere.
And I said, not a problem.
Don't look anywhere.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to look anywhere.
So, time to spill the tea.
Okay, what happened?
So, Barry allegedly cheated on Sabrina Carpenter with an OnlyFans model who
looks like Sabrina Carpenter.
She's blonde. I think she's blonde.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought that was gonna be the twist.
But it didn't look. She doesn't look exactly like her. But when it happened, people were like posting TikToks about it and like saying like, "Oh my God, I think this happened." And the OnlyFans model started retweeting and like reposting those TikToks, like pretty much confirming that that's what happened.
Damn.
Isn't that insane?
Okay, that's really strange. And has she said anything since?
The OnlyFans model?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's publicly stated something, but she's like retweeted and reposted a bunch of these things that have like directly alluded to her being the person that got them broken up.
Okay, interesting.
And I mean, after Sabrina begged and pleaded,
please,
over song.
I know. She literally wrote it in her song. She asked him nicely.
She literally asked him nicely, "Don't make a fool out of me."
You know what this reminds me of is Michael Scott in The Office when he said like, "I asked you specifically not to cheat on me."
So fucking funny.
She literally put him in that music video, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Wasn't it? She said, "Don't embarrass me in front of my friends."
Yes.
And he went out there and embarrassed her.
Yes.
In front of all of her friends.
Specifically after she asked him not to.
She said don't.
Yeah.
She said don't.
It's
I mean,
poor girl.
But yes, obviously.
Yeah.
But again, this kind of goes back to the thing of like, doesn't it kind of give you, when someone fucks up in such an embarrassing like way, it kind of like helps you be like, oh, thank God, not him. You know what I mean? Because like you don't want to be with someone like that. Like, does it suck? Is it embarrassing? Totally. But I think like when it's so shitty like this, when someone does something like this, it's so helpful. I think because if someone's just kind of like nice and it doesn't work out, you're like, oh, this sucks.
Oh yeah.
So it's like someone's
a nice
like
breakup.
Well, not even a nice breakup, but like something that kind of can push you over the edge. Because maybe if this is the way that things ended for them, maybe he wasn't the best in the relationship.
Right.
You know, maybe there was other things. If he's the type of person that's going to cheat, maybe he was doing other potential harmful or mean things in the relationships that we just didn't see.
That's fair.
And so maybe this helped her be like, oh, I can totally see who this person is now.
Yeah.
And I'm not fooled by him anymore.
Yeah. And with him, it's like I don't want to excuse his behavior. What I saw discussed about it was like, you know, he grew up in a very like tough environment, foster child, like as a foster child, no real family, and like that he's like, your upbringing can explain behavior, but it doesn't necessarily excuse it. Like you need to do the work to fix it or whatever.
That is such a nice way to say it, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh my God, remember how you were obsessed with me last week?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
I'm starting to get a feel that I'm getting obsessed with you this week.
This will be the only smart thing I say.
Okay. It ends here.
And I'm going to repeat it just to kind of
You're going to kill it?
marinate in the glory of what that was. Your past explains, but it doesn't...
Excuse.
You got it. I almost forgot for a second. Thank you. Yeah. So it's like, was it bad? I'm sure on some level he also feels bad about what he had done. Especially
he probably hates himself too.
Yeah, but it's just tough. That is cheating, that kind of infidelity. I mean, on such a public stage, like we've said before, also celebrities, they're human beings. Their lives just feel so much bigger because they're in the public eye.
Exactly. Like you get cheated on, it fucking hurts. You're upset. But then you get cheated on and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
It's like what I said to Alina this was a couple weeks ago, like months ago. But when the public knows something that's super private and personal. Like when everyone knows, like you have a purple dildo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Interesting. Yeah.
Like when everyone knows that about you, you're like, darn it.
I'm the purple dildo guy.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Yeah.
So it's like, everyone knows this super private and personal thing. But in Sabrina's case, at least everyone's like, oh, fuck this guy. It's nice kind of when you're backed like that.
Yeah.
At least like you have like people being
support.
Like, yeah, screw him. You're better than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everyone, like, we're on a Sabrina Carpenter high.
Yeah,
She's
absolutely.
Going up. So we're all defending her right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and didn't he get off Instagram? Because I saw that.
He did, because there are a lot of people like apparently making death threats to him and stuff like that.
Again, you guys like
apparently
take a step back.
Yeah, he said somebody like showed up at like his son's house or whatever and like was like saying things outside the house. It's like,
guys, this is like their high school relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like this, it's just like it's High School Musical on blast.
Also, if Sabrina knew you showed up to his kid's house, she would
hate
not
that.
support. She would be so against that.
No, we talked about
ridiculous.
Like toxic fandom and stuff. It's too much. Like it's nice to love somebody. It's nice to support them, but you're supporting them doesn't mean going to their ex's house and yelling at their child.
Yeah.
Like think about what they would want.
Yeah, exactly.
And
just support.
Just support.
That's it.
Usually their music.
Yes, exactly.
And maybe their outfits.
Exactly.
Maybe their new hair choice. Maybe they got bangs. Support their bangs.
Yes, when she makes whatever fashion choice that she does after a breakup. There we go. When she goes jet black after the breakup.
Oh my God, she's totally gonna go jet black.
Support it. Exactly.
Yeah, she's going through like maybe she'll go pink.
Maybe. Something.
Everyone loves a pink hair dye after a breakup.
Everybody loves an identity change after a breakup.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, don't like dog on Barry. I was gonna call him Harry. Dog on Harry by just loving Sabrina more.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's start that positivity.
Yes.
Instead of negativity.
Now, number 2 on our list.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Because we're doing it this way today. Yesterday, I went to the business center of my girlfriend's apartment.
Alex, no one knows what that means.
The business center, like where there's a computer there, there's a place to print out
stuff. You're talking about hotel, business center?
She has it in her complex.
She live in?
She has it in her complex.
No one has this.
Yeah, okay. People that live in apartment complexes, sound off in the comments.
Okay, I'm sounding off right here. I've lived in hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, but you live in a house now, and
I forgot my business complexes?
Yes, because what I'm saying is the complexes that you lived in were in the 80s and the 90s?
No, 70s, 60s.
Okay, yeah, because they didn't have printers then. So maybe you were faxing. Okay, so your business center had fax machines.
I had my beeper.
Exactly. You had the beeper charging station. They have a printer there.
Okay, in your building.
In my girlfriend's building.
No, in yours, do you have one?
No, I live in a house. I live in a house, but
I do not have a business center.
In your last one?
Yes, I did, but
Liar.
no printer. No printer. I actually had a really nice area where you had office spaces. But so she has 2 computers and a printer.
What do people not have computers in their houses?
But we don't have a printer, so we wanted to print something. So to get to the point,
sorry,
I went to go print something. Right? I look at the printer. It says load paper, out of paper. I look to the left of the paper. Or look to the left of the printer.
Oh, that's where you want to go. Totally.
I look to the left of the printer. And there is a sheet of paper left there.
Oh my God.
Somebody printed something out.
Oh my God.
And left a piece of paper there.
Oh my God. This is a mystery
paper. But it's not a mystery paper because once you start reading it, you know what the hell is on this paper.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
So I'm going to start reading it to you.
Wait, can I read it? You're going to read it out loud.
I'm going to read it loud because I want you to hear every line of this and not react too soon. So this is the top of the paper.
This is what was left next to the printer.
Yeah, this was left next to the printer.
This is my dream for something like this to happen to me.
Oh, yeah. It was incredible.
I can't wait to find out what happens next.
So left next to the printer in the apartment complex business center. Section 3.2, submissive's responsibilities. Fully surrender autonomy to the dominant. Follow all directives and fulfill tasks with enthusiasm. Maintain a mindset of service, prioritizing the dominant's happiness above all else. Regularly affirm devotion and gratitude to the dominant. Section 3.3.
Oh, wait.
Submissive's commitment to dominant's happiness and responsibilities. This is a sex contract.
Alex, that is something you need to fucking clarify.
This is a sub-dom sex contract.
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
Let me see something like this.
Section 3.3.
Wait. What's upsetting to me is where's the 1.1?
I know.
What's upsetting to me is I don't get the full contract.
Exactly. So I'm wondering, did the sub want to change the language
in 3.3?
Yeah. Was something about 3.2?
Reprint.
But look at this. Exactly. But so also, because it said load paper, did they run out of paper while they were printing out their sex contract?
Must have.
Like, employment and financial stability.
Oh.
The submissive agrees to maintain stable employment as directed by the dominant.
Wait. They have to maintain
employment. They have to be employed if they want to be
so
part of the
they're not being
relationship.
paid to be a submissive.
No, apparently not, which I thought that was like part of the thing. I assumed. I don't know. I don't know much about this
Depends on
stuff.
the contract.
This is all exactly. This is a broke dom trying to take advantage.
Well, if the dom doesn't have his own printer.
Yeah,
So.
Oh my God. Actually, yeah.
Thank you.
This is kind of pathetic.
Yeah. If you have to go to your business center to print something up, you're not my dom.
Yeah. My dom better have an in-home printer.
Exactly. I can't trust somebody that has all these accoutrements for me to be a sub, and then they have to go downstairs to print something? Are you kidding me?
And they run out of paper?
How's your girlfriend's building? Like this?
It's a nice building.
I was gonna say if they have a business
It's
setting,
a pretty nice building.
Okay, so
the vibe of it.
Does it have a penthouse?
No.
Okay.
No, it's like it's more like an outdoor complex type of thing.
Oh, so she lives outdoors?
Yes, she lives in a parking lot.
It's a tented area.
It's an RV home situation. But is that not insane? I found this last night and I was like, how the hell?
Honestly, I have the chills, and you know what? I want to actually take this and make copies of it, and then just start putting it in
leaving it places. Yeah.
Because this could make somebody's day.
It made my fucking week.
I know. Okay, so now we know that there's a dom in her building.
Made my whole.
Or there's a sub in her building.
Yes.
So I guess it could
either
be
one.
the sub.
It could be.
So
if I'm the dom, I'm making the sub print it out. It's a very sub thing to have to go somewhere.
You know what you say?
Yeah.
You say you print it out and bring it back to me.
Exactly.
Signed.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
God.
So now we're changing the tone here.
Who would have thought this episode would be so horny?
Alex. It's not even that horny, okay? Contracts aren't horny. NDAs aren't horny.
You're telling me.
This is an NDA, basically.
You're telling me the submissive will prioritize the dominant's emotional, physical, and practical needs above all else.
Honestly, pause right there. That just sounds like a girlfriend.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
That just sounds like a fucking girlfriend. Welcome to the benefits of getting a girlfriend.
There hasn't been a lot of sexual nature of this. It's mostly
He's just like love me for who I am.
Yeah. And also don't get fired.
Yeah, no problem.
But I wonder.
That's pretty easy.
Section 2.9 is probably show up to my house wearing like XYZ like every time like blah 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 blah.
Yeah. We need to get 1.1s. Yeah. They could have like 1.9.
Yeah.
We don't know how many points are in this 1 point plan.
Yeah. They could have used a whole like tray of paper to try to print this out.
Imagine if just in general boyfriends and girlfriends had contracts.
Isn't that marriage?
That is marriage. You know what? That's like an elevated. An elevated boyfriend girlfriend status. You actually sign a contract, and then you're like married.
But there's no when you sign marriage contracts, I assume you don't have points like this.
No, there's a lot of point plans. I think
there's 1.2, 1.3, 3.4.
They said do you want to read it, and I said where do I sign? So I'm a very loving, loyal girlfriend. I didn't even read the contract.
Corbin was like, let me add a couple things.
Yeah.
Let me add a couple points.
I look down. I'm like, seems good. Where do I sign?
He staples a whole other package.
No, honestly, there was definitely contracts that I didn't read.
Oh,
I'm sure of it.
Every terms of service I don't read.
Oh, I know. When it says agree or disagree, I'm like, I guess I have to agree.
Whatever.
I guess I'm selling my soul.
I don't know if I said this before, but people at dentist's office, because I've been going to the dentist or the orthodontist a lot, they love it when you're signing contracts and you go, this one's for the lease to my house, right? They're like...
Stop, Alex.
They love that one. I do it every time.
Alex,
every time. I'm such dad jokes. Many dad jokes.
You can't be like out there reusing the same joke.
No, I reuse bits. Okay, so I actually okay. So I was at a clothing swap this weekend. Cash and Maria hosted. Cash, one of my friends, hosted a clothing swap, and there was a green fanny pack.
Okay.
And I turned to Cash and I go, green fanny pack. Ugh, Brad's summer just ended. And Cash
Yeah.
like giving like one of those like, oh yeah,
no,
that was good.
So then you
so I turned around and I go, green fanny pack.
No,
like,
Alex.
Summer just ended.
Alex, you're like a 90-year-old man.
And he was like, don't do that.
Like you're dogging on me for being old.
Yeah.
You're just like turning your neck and saying the same joke. You can't do that.
Yep, no, I did the whole thing. Then I found pink glasses. I went over to my girlfriend. I was like, Cash, watch this.
Did it work on your girlfriend?
No, she goes, that was good.
Oh God.
She was like, yeah, it did just end.
So like you're even worse than me. Like I get a laugh and I'm saying it again. You're just trying a bad joke multiple times.
I love a bad joke that doesn't land. I love a bad joke that only I think is funny.
But say it in your own head then.
No, because I want to see people not like it.
You want the awkwardness.
Yeah, I want to see people not like it.
Do you like making people feel uncomfortable?
Not like in humorous ways.
Not in a Dom way.
Yeah, not in a Dom. Exactly. Not in like a power imbalance type way where it was like, what was the movie that I watched recently where like the guy kind of like, I was on the ground, he kind of put his like dick in his face. Like,
wait, what?
Like he had his pants on.
It sounds like porn, Alex.
No, it wasn't. He kind of like bodied him like basketball wise.
Okay.
And like made him feel real small.
Okay, that doesn't sound like a joke.
Yeah,
that just sounds like body to body.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But like, so, yeah, I like to make people feel uncomfortable in jokes.
So like, this is in your mind.
Harmless
You
jokes.
think it's really funny when people are uncomfortable.
No.
I didn't mean to say that in a bad way.
Yeah.
I meant to say
sounds
you
like a bad way.
humor.
I find humor when people think something I said was unfunny, not because it was like mean spirited, but because it was lame. Lame. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
I like when humor feels lame.
Yeah.
And it's like like eye rolling, like oh my god.
Like here it goes again.
Yeah, here's this stupid bit. Like I love that. I love that. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies,
Yes.
should we talk really quick about Oscar noms? Because we said,
Yes.
is it Oscars? I'm so sorry. Is it? It's not
Golden Globes.
Golden
Globes.
Globes.
Golden
Yeah, Golden Globes.
I get so confused between Oscars and Golden Globes.
Yeah.
I say them interchangeably because what are the Oscars? Academy Awards.
Academy Awards. Yeah.
See, like when something like that has a double name, then I'm like Academy Awards. I get so and okay, I'm not even gonna say. I'm just saying out loud. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Really, like that's all I'm
Pretty
trying
much
to say
all this is,
here.
though.
Yeah.
Most of what this is.
Yeah, that's true. And can I just say up at the top?
Yeah.
Up at the top here.
Yeah.
Isn't it a little weird that like we as a society, as like a nation, we're all like, yeah, let's watch these people and give them trophies for
Yes.
their work.
So yeah, it is interesting. It is interesting, and it's really interesting when some people that receive the trophies are like, "This isn't that big a deal." Like,
wait. So it's a big deal to it's not a big deal to give them trophies, and then when they get the trophies, they think it's not a big deal.
I think it's interesting when people like the people on the receiving end of the trophy are like, they'll say like, "I wanted this for so long, but now that I have it, it's like it doesn't really mean much." Or
So you don't
that.
like that kind of commencement speech?
I just think it's interesting. I just think that kind of vibe is interesting. Where it's like some actors, I forget who it was. He was like, "I spent so much of my life like pining over winning an Academy Award, and now that I get it, like I don't feel like fulfilled. Like it doesn't make me feel like complete now that I'm Oscar-winning actor, blah 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 blah, Oscar-winning actress. That doesn't make me feel X, Y, and Z about my life. Like I don't feel whole.
It's the age-old saying, right?
Yeah.
Like it's it doesn't fulfill you, but that's not the saying. But y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, imagine getting trophies for like any other fucking job.
I know.
It's so lame to me.
Yeah.
But also, like, we're all on board. Like, I get it. It's art, I'm not putting that in quotations.
Yeah.
But like, it's all funny to me that we all sit down and we're like, let's see who gets a trophy.
Yeah.
As the grown-ups. So like, we need to give those grown-ups a trophy. They did really good at doing their job.
But isn't that what Employee of the Month is?
I mean, who still does Employee of the Month?
Grocery stores.
Yeah, exactly. So this is.
I never see that picture up anymore.
Really?
I mean, maybe Costco.
Yeah,
That's the
maybe.
only place that still is like
I feel
Employee
like
of the
probably in
Month.
the break room also.
But like, it's not televised.
Yeah. Well,
No one cares.
Well, if Costco had a television station, if Costco had a TV station,
We'd all watch it.
I would watch Costco Employee of the Year. Honestly, who would win this year? AJ and Big Justice and the Rizzler would probably win Costco Employee of the Year. You have no idea who that is.
No idea.
Oh my God.
The Rizzler.
We bring the boom.
Okay, no one here still knows what you mean.
Everybody
Well,
listening
it's just
knows
you and
exactly
Kate.
what I'm talking about. But everybody at home knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody knows what we bring the boom and
Tell us in the comments if
all
you
that.
guys know it.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows.
But It's just a general thought.
Yes.
Like every time I see, and like I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's just a weird thought to be like, grown-ups need this.
Yeah.
Like we really need it.
Yeah, that's fair. We need to say who was the best was.
And like they're all doing a good job.
They're
We're
all
all
doing a
out
great
there
job.
watching.
Yeah,
they're all making millions. They're all happy as clams.
Absolutely.
And then they get it, and then they're like, "Oh, I didn't mean that much." And we're like, "Well, we're all sitting here watching you. Make sure it means something."
Yeah.
Like
I prefer you.
If we're giving you the award,
yeah, I prefer you. I prefer it means the world to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I won an Oscar, I would sob before I stood up.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
I'd be like, "Wow, what did I win this for?"
I mean, you would know what you won that for. You'd be there for whatever movie you were in.
I'd be so shocked that I was nominated.
Exactly.
I'd be one of those.
Exactly. Huh? And then to actually hear your name, like how do you stand up and walk up on stage and like give a speech? And that's that when they go like I'm just honored to be part of part of these nominations.
Yeah.
I'm sure they actually mean that. Like they look at these other actors and like actors, you're like these people are much better than me.
Yeah, but they're not.
But they're not
on
because
stage.
they didn't win. Exactly.
Yeah,
true,
they didn't
win.
Well, we were talking last week, like Wicked's good, but there's no way it's nominated.
I don't think I liked it a lot. I liked the movie a lot. I just don't think it should win Best Picture.
But don't you think with the press tour they had to win it?
Well, maybe get nominated, but not win.
Sorry.
Dune
it had
2.
To get nominated.
Dune 2 should win Best Picture. That was the craziest movie experience of my life. That was fucking insane.
But pause on Dune 2. Because Dune 1 was just as good when it was not.
It was, but people weren't like a lot of people didn't buy in as much. A lot of people left Dune 1 and were like, "Oh, I don't know." Like even some of my friends were like, "That was fun, but it was kind of boring. It's kind of boring."
Really?
And then Dune 2 happened, and they're like, "Oh, everything in Dune 1 was so like it was done so well to set up Dune 2."
Okay.
They looked retroactively back on it. They were so good.
Okay.
Back on the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that Nikki Glazer's hosting. She's so funny. She's
so funny. Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
That's a good choice because it is pretty blah. You know,
Yeah.
every time like everyone's kind of safe. You know, she won't be safe.
No,
she's
she's
gonna
great.
go hard
She'll
in
have
the paint.
fun, yeah.
She's like a Ricky Gervais type where she's like, I'll light this whole stage on fire. I don't give a fuck.
Did you see her in whose roast?
It was Tom.
Tom, yeah, she was.
We all know Tom, guys. Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady. Yeah.
His ex-wife's pregnant.
Yeah, with jiu-jitsu trainers.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
but she was fucking. She's gonna have so much fun. She's gonna be so funny. Like,
I think it's gonna bring a lot of people back.
Yeah.
Not that we need to go back. You know,
But-
let's go watch awards for Costco.
Yeah,
but
it'll put eyes on the screen.
Yeah,
100%.
it'll be kind of like a stand-up.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And those are fun to watch.
Exactly. And speaking of putting eyes on the screen, Lisa Al-Gaib, Timothee Chalamet put eyes on the screen.
Yes, he did.
At College Game Day.
Yes, he
when
did.
He had incredible predictions this week.
Incredible commentary. You know, it's almost like he can do too much.
He's too
He's
perfect.
so charming.
He's incredible.
And you're almost like, no. This guy went to like a performing arts school in New York City. Like he should be able to tap dance, but like he can't talk college game day.
He can't talk College Game Day. But
the way.
Oh my God. And there are people that'll say, oh, you know, he was like
scripted.
Scripted or he had other people like look up stats and give him that info. So does everybody else on that day. Everybody else has researchers giving him data.
Yeah.
But he spoke with such confidence about what he was talking about that you believe that this guy's watching every game.
I was amazed. He talked about previous years, and I'm like, Timothée Chalamet was watching in the 80s, and they were like, he wasn't even born.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. But he's like fourth-year quarterback.
know.
Navarro from fucking Miami of Ohio.
I know.
Or Ohio.
And
it's
the stash.
It's great. Yeah. And there are like I watch one of the best sports game shows or sports talk shows on TV is. Have you ever watched NBA on TNT? Those guys are so funny. It's like Charles Barkley, Shaq,
oh wow,
Ernie
what a group!
Johnson. They're great, and they make fun of each other a lot, and they call each other out for not watching the game sometimes and like not being more
like
informed.
You didn't see it.
Yeah, like you didn't see that. You know what you're talking about. You're not more like informed enough. There's like a popular meme where Shaq's like, "I wasn't familiar with your game." And it's like Timothée Chalamet. I wasn't familiar with your game.
No,
like,
I was
not aware.
Point.
But then I saw that he stayed out. He camped out to get an autograph from Amari Stoudemire when he was a kid.
He did?
Yeah, he was a New York Knicks basketball player. He's like, okay, he walks the walk and talks the talk. He's a big sports fan. There's nothing this kid can't do. He's awesome.
I know. I can't wait to see him in Unknown.
A Complete Unknown.
Complete
Bob
Unknown.
Dylan. It's gonna be great. He's awesome. He's phenomenal.
And it was nominated.
Yeah. It
was he nominated or was the movie?
I don't know.
I don't think it's out yet, Alex. By the way, it's Christmas Day movie.
Yeah, but the people that vote get those screeners early, right?
Timothy was nominated.
He was nominated?
Oh, he was?
He was nominated for Best Male Actor in a Motion Picture Drama.
He's
not for Dune, but for Unknown.
For the Unknown, correct.
Not for Dune, though? Oh,
no,
wow.
not for Dune.
Can you be nominated twice in the same category for the same, male actor in Dune? Like,
I don't know.
I
don't know.
You can't double up like that.
Yeah,
can
I'm not
you?
sure you can.
I don't know.
I don't.
But he should.
I don't
He should.
think I've seen that happen before.
If it's never happened, it should have happened this
For
year.
him,
It should
for
happen
sure.
this year. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, Timothee also on the rise.
Yeah. He deserves. I love him. I think he's great. I think he seems like such a
so
good
ready
person.
for Dune 3.
Oh my God, I'm so ready. Put me in a crowd chamber and wake me up when that's out.
That's such a good idea.
It's.
I
I'm
agree.
so excited.
Well,
I'm
no,
so
I
excited.
can't miss a lot of Way's life.
That's true. That's true. Put her in the crowd chamber too. Also.
Well, then
that might stunt her growth.
I don't want to stunt her.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah. Let me just get a screener of Dune 3 right now.
Yeah. Denny.
It's just like
Reach
them
out.
in the sand.
Exactly. Yeah. It's uncolored one shot.
No.
So
Imagine
far.
it.
Yeah.
Imagine it. They're like, here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, amazing.
Yeah. It's gonna be beautiful.
I can't wait. Okay. Anyways, what else? What else is on our list? Are we done with
Damn, we're fucking running through these.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I would like to apologize for the way that I sound right now, because we had our office holiday party over the weekend.
I wasn't invited.
You weren't invited. Yeah, it's a little awkward.
I sucked. Super awkward.
Yeah.
I didn't even get anything in that. Was it in the mail?
It wasn't in the mail. It was in the email. But to be fair, it's the TMG office holiday party, and technically Kate and I are not a part of TMG, but we've been.
You're side hustlers.
We're side hustlers. We're working on some of the
you
shows
guys rub
there.
shoulders with the
Yeah,
TMG.
exactly.
Yeah, we're just so well loved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We get invited to other holiday parties. from
Company
other
holiday parties,
companies.
You guys, I'm
Yeah.
sitting right
Just
next to you.
Yeah, and this might make you feel bad too, Sarah. But sometimes people hear my voice on the TMG podcast also, because sometimes I sit in the background and talk a little bit too.
You're bi-podcastal.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? I love that you said that, because I've made that joke before too, but I said I used to ski and snowboard, so I'd say like I'm bi snowual or something like that. And
That works.
Yeah, but it's one of those also where people go,
Oh,
Yeah,
so you're saying my joke was like an Alex half-ass.
yeah, it was like a.
So now you're just making fun of me for not being at the party and
No,
my joke?
Yeah, I guess so. But it was more like there's kinship camaraderie here, where we both like this kind of like bi snowboard.
We're both 89-year-old men.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
exactly.
can see that for
Exactly.
us.
But so the issue was that we had the office holiday party on Friday. I stayed out way too late.
What time did you get home? Tell
I
people.
got home at 4 a.m. from the office holiday party. I also just spit on Sarah right there.
I wasn't going to say anything about
Yeah, that was terrible.
It's the rubber bands, you
It's
guys.
rubber bands in my mouth. I'm going to start talking this way. I've got rubber bands in my mouth, spacers to get ready for my braces that are coming in soon.
Wait, are your braces going to be on while
Yeah.
Alina's on maturity leave?
Yeah, I think so. I
So
think so.
we're going to be
I think
podcasting
we'll be podcasting.
with your braces?
I
Like
think-
me and Alina with braces?
I think the first episode might be the New Year's Eve episode with me with braces on.
Wow, you're going in the new year with braces. You're
Yeah.
starting the year off with braces.
I'm starting the year off like
Alex, again, like, should we have
Rock
gotten a
bottom.
second opinion before you
I
like
did.
raw
No,
dog
I did.
braces?
I did. I went to a lot of second opinions, and they were like, "If you like, this procedure is the correct one." Did I show you the X-ray of my
Yeah,
jaw?
yeah.
So the
Wait, pause this entire story.
Yes.
Let's talk about your weekend.
Okay, yeah, we'll get back to this. But so part of that was when we were at the office holiday party, I couldn't eat a lot because my teeth were so sore.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've been chewing with my front teeth,
Ouch.
and so I just didn't eat enough. I got too drunk.
Oh, no.
Stayed out, went to
Oh,
another
no.
bar after the holiday party.
Wait, how? This is LA. Bars close at 2.
I know, but we went from the first bar to another one, and then Ovi and I like smoked like really late also.
You're just calling Ovi out.
Yeah, Ovi's down to get called
Okay.
out like this. I think I'll ask her.
If not, this is muted.
If not, whoever it was muted.
Yeah.
But and then it's like 3:30, and my girlfriend texts me. She's like, "Yo, are you coming back home?" I was like, "Oh shit," because I had to get up in the morning to go to the MLS Cup final. It was LA Galaxy versus the Red
This
Bulls.
is actually my nightmare.
So it was a nightmare
Because
of a
it's
weekend.
like you.
But it was the best nightmare of a weekend.
But this is my issue. Is like,
yeah,
this is a marathon. This is not a sprint.
it is.
If you have fun shit lined
You're
up,
right.
you gotta pace yourself.
You're right. And
your parents are coming out.
no, you're absolutely right. And
You got overexcited and you sprinted on day 1 and then you snailed through the rest of the weekend.
you're right. No, you're absolutely
I'm actually mad.
okay. I already had enough people mad at me for the way that I did
Let
this.
me be your mother
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take
Yeah,
my. No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
But
So you had to get the girlfriend text at
Yeah,
3.
at
You know what?
3:30
I
a.m.
also have sent out that text and I've been like, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, and,
like,
and when I got
I
that
can't
text,
sleep.
when I got that text, I was like, oh my god! Like it was one of those moments where like Dolly's doing like, whoa, oh my god, it's 3:30
Came
a.m.
back.
Yeah, I came back 3:30 a.m. I called the Uber. I got back to her place at like 4 because she was at the holiday party and she left at like 11:30, 12.
Oh, it's appropriate time.
Because
Did she say, Alex, you got the game tomorrow?
Yeah, she was like, we got the game tomorrow.
Tried to help
We've
you.
got a big Sunday also. So she was like, why don't we go home and go to bed? I was like, you go. Like, she needs more sleep than I do. She actually is getting her tongue tie cut because she also has like similar jaw issues.
You guys have like baby teeth.
Exactly. So, her issue is like, she got like
getting sidetracked again.
I know. Whatever. She needs more sleep than I do. Long story short, she needs more sleep than I do. And I was like, I don't need fucking sleep. I'm gonna have a fucking sick ass sleep.
I'm young, baby.
I'm young.
I can take this.
I'm young.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Then I get back to her place fall asleep at like 4:30. Wake up at 8:30. So 4 hours of sleep to then go to meet my parents who had just landed for the game. We go to breakfast. But when I wake up, I'm supposed to drive us. I wake up and I stumble out of bed. I'm like, I'm still drunk. I was like, I am still drunk. I need you to drive.
Oh my God.
And she didn't want to drive, and I understood. And I was like, I'm really sorry. Like, you're totally right. Like, I was supposed to be right. And I was still drunk. We drove to breakfast, eat breakfast. I'm like sobering up, but just like hungover now.
Did you have a mimosa at breakfast? Did you drink anything?
No, I didn't have a mimosa at breakfast.
Thank God.
I had orange juice. I considered the mimosa, but I was already
you're gonna be shampooing.
I didn't want to. Yeah. I did exactly. I didn't want to push it and be like, I'm having a lot of fun right now.
You're on that weird cusp of like, should I just continue being like this? Which is never a good idea.
Especially when nobody else is, because then you're also just like the annoying drunk one.
You're so annoying.
Exactly.
And you can't see it. You think you're being fun.
Yeah. And my dad and mom flew out, and my mom...
They flew out cross-country.
Cross-country.
To see your drunk ass.
To see my drunk ass at breakfast. To go to the MLS Cup final. So then we go to the final.
How are you feeling at this point?
I'm actually feeling okay. I got a second wind. I can rally. I will crash eventually, and I did crash eventually, but I did rally. We went to the game, started drinking there, had to get a couple beers.
A couple?
Of course.
What time did the game start?
Game started at 1.
Okay.
So we got there at like 11:30, 12, because it was the final, so you want to get there for all the cool pregame shenanigans.
Okay.
They lost. Red Bulls lost. They went down 2-0. They brought it back 2-1. Red Bulls goalie gave up a shitty goal. My mom is the world's biggest soccer mom. She's sitting there. She's like, you could have saved that. Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's...
Alex is like drunk. He's like, you're right, Mom.
I'm like, I couldn't. At one point, I tell my mom, I was like, I've accepted that I'm not going to play professional soccer.
Just now?
Yeah. Sarah, my mom looked at me as if I told her Santa wasn't real. As if she was 5 years old and I told her Santa wasn't real. It broke her heart. It ruined her day.
Did she think you were training?
She was like, but because I play adult co-ed soccer, she's like, but like you're playing again, like you could get back into shape to do it. I was like, no, I couldn't.
Do you see me right here, Mom?
Do you see me right now? I'm getting braces. I'm getting jaw surgery. Like, what are you talking about?
I was up until 4 a.m., Mom.
I've got brain damage. Like, I can't do this.
6 concussions.
I got 5 or 6 concussions. I can't do this.
You can barely string a sentence together.
Exactly. I can barely say a sentence and then repeat that sentence later.
I know that's hard to do.
2 seconds later. I mean, I couldn't do the excuse thing. Look at that.
I know.
Look at that.
Wait, Alex.
Yeah.
I think you might be Benjamin buttoning.
I could be, but just internally.
Well, let's think about it. You're going to get braces soon.
Yes.
You're like waking up drunk.
Yeah.
And plus, if your mom expects you to be like a soccer star again, like they're like 19 when they come into their prime.
You're right.
So I think you're going back in time.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You'd have to be a soccer star.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe it's like a mindset thing where I am, but my body is clearly telling me you are not. Like, listen to me. I'm clearly not Benjamin buttoning right now.
I have this thing with like physical tasks.
Yeah.
Hence my 6:30 mile.
Yeah.
That like I believe in myself too much.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I could do that.
Yeah.
You know?
I know
that's how I feel.
That's what I felt about this weekend.
Like
I was
give me a challenge. I was like, I got it.
Yeah. I was like, I can go on a bender this weekend and be totally fine.
So how'd the conclusion go?
So Saturday, we have the game.
Yep.
They lose. It sucks. Disappointing. We go out. We leave. We go to dinner. Then Saturday night we have like where everybody's toast. They're toast from flying cross country. We're toast from a long day. I'm toast from the day before. So we all go to sleep around like 9 p.m. We wake up the next morning. We wake up to go to the local Chelsea bar because I'm a huge Chelsea FC team or Chelsea FC fan. They play in London. I'm a huge Premier League fan. We go at 8:30. The game starts at 8:30 in the morning. We go at 8:30 to have our first beer of the day. At 8:30 in the morning to go watch the game. I meet my parents there. Again, my teeth are hurting a lot, so I can't eat a bunch. I'm like nibbling on a burrito while drinking Mango Cart beers the entire morning. My dad comes. My mom comes. We're drinking. Luckily, Chelsea won. They had an awesome game. They played across their crosstown rivals. They kicked Tottenham's ass. Tottenham suck. If anybody's a Tottenham fan, you suck. I hate you. Go die in a pit. Chelsea kicked ass. It was a great win. They came back from 2-0 down. It was a great game. Awesome game. So much fun. Now I've got a midday buzz on. My parents leave for the airport. I go back home. Go to this clothing swap where I made that terrible joke.
This is yesterday. Just want everyone to know.
Yeah. Go to the clothing swap where I made that terrible joke. Then I leave the clothing swap to go to my girlfriend's friends, her old roommates, also my friend, cookie party. She has an annual cookie party where she tries to make more cookies in a day than she did the year before. So she made like hundreds of cookies. Like hundreds of
I
cookies.
thought the idea of a cookie party was you bring your own cookies.
No. Her idea of the cookie party was that Mo makes all of the cookies like while everybody's partying. So Presley, Mo, and I were like sitting there. We got there semi-early. We thought we got there late, but we're drinking. We're also drinking there because what are you gonna do when you're having cookies other than having some like this really cool like warm wine where it was like mixed with a bunch of stuff. It was like brewed and stuff like that. And we're drunk. We're having a great time eating cookies. And now I feel like this and I sound like this because I drank every night this weekend.
Not just every night, though.
Every day. Yeah. Starting at 8:30 yesterday, starting at 11 on Saturday, and starting at 7 on Friday. So starting at 7 on Friday, I did not stop drinking the entire weekend. And this is what I sound and feel like.
Welcome to your first day of sobriety, I guess.
Yeah. Today's
gonna be hard, but you're making it through.
I'm sweating right now.
I could tell.
I'm sweating through all of it.
When you held that piece of paper, I was like, oh, he's like going through it.
I've got like the shakes.
I know.
I don't feel well. And it was one of those things where I was like, oh, like I feel sick, but I'm not sick. I'm just like my body hurts.
No, well, like what I was like, I listened to a podcast, I don't know, a couple weeks ago when we were doing like a dry January or something. And it was talking about like how actually when you're drinking alcohol you're physically poisoning yourself and like how you're doing it or whatever. So it was talking about like the science behind it, and like that on a mental sense, right? Because like what you're doing and how but you don't know like the physical components of what the alcohol is going to or how it's making you loopy or silly or funny. And so it was kind of deep diving into that, and which I don't know fucking shit about.
Yeah.
And it was really quite interesting. And like when you hear it like that, you're almost like, oh man, like so I'm just kind of like actively trying to poison myself.
Yeah, to harm
myself. And we talked about this before, like our culture of drinking is very much like when's my next drink.
Exactly.
So like anything you're doing, you're like, oh, like when's my next drink? And then you kind of get, if you have a bender weekend like that, you want that like high that you felt at your first drink to continue, but you're never gonna get that again. Kind of like how when you have your first glass of coffee, you're like, oh fuck yeah. And you have your second glass thinking you're gonna feel the same as that first hit of caffeine. You're chasing that high that you got, and like the whole weekend you spent trying to get that first drink feeling, and it never felt as good. Now you're dead.
You had me until the coffee line. I can't have more than one coffee. I will run through a wall.
Wait when you become a parent. You're gonna try for number 2.
That's true. That's a good point.
I should say like I'm like, oh wow, I feel so fucking alive. I feel awake. I should have one more cup.
Yeah.
I should just have one more cup of coffee. I take that next sip. I'm like, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah, I bet.
And then you're jittery.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this sucks.
Yeah. And I fucked up my throat too because on that Friday, like I said, me and the other employee in question.
We should have made it a mystery.
Yeah, remain nameless. Maybe I'll just mute it just for fun. Yeah. Just for fun anyway.
It could be anyone.
Yeah, it could be any TMG employee. Because we're drunk and now this is like the cool thing to do. Smoked a couple cigs, thought it was cool.
Oh, was it cool?
It was really cool.
Okay.
They were also
That's the coolest thing you did
They
so
were
far.
also really thin, like
European.
the lady cigs, the lady style cigs.
Lady cigs.
So I'm feeling very cool, very French European.
Very.
And then just feeling awful.
The next morning.
I also hate the smell of them.
Oh, well, if you smoke a cig, it's like you went to a bonfire for 12 hours.
But actually, I like what a fire smells like. I hate what cigarettes smell like.
Well, it doesn't smell nice. It's not perfume.
But then I wake up and my fingernails smell like it.
Oh,
and I get nauseous because I smell that.
Instantly, what that takes me back to, so in high school I had a boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Can you believe it?
I'm shocked.
That I ever dated anyone before Corbin is disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm so
gross.
sorry, you guys.
That's gross. I'm sorry to him.
I know, disregard.
And to wait to know that somebody else
and
never been that?
Never. Any hooser. So everyone in high school smokes cigs. That's how old I am, you know?
Yeah, right.
And he would come over to my house and he would smell so heavily of cologne. And my mom would go like, she'd be like, hey, like, you're like, this is too much.
Yeah.
And he was trying to hide the cigarette smoke. And that's what I can smell anytime I can smell Aqua de Gio. That's what he wore.
Aqua de Gio?
Yes.
Wow.
And anytime I walk past a bottle, like in Nordstrom's, I'm like, damn, that really takes me back to like, because it's like a mixture of Aqua de Gio and cigarettes.
That's so funny.
And I was like, wow, he's so cool.
For us, that was...
Wow, my boyfriend is like so
cool.
Yeah,
oh,
like he's so cool. But now I'm dying. But like at the time, I was like, wow, Aqua de Gio and cigs. Like
I'm a lucky girl.
I have hit the jackpot. No one's gonna smell this good.
Oh God, for us that was okay. For us, we had like Axe. Like our locker room smelled like Axe.
Axe body spray.
Yeah.
1000%. We would walk past it and literally you just cough.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that like smelling that now, it fucking takes you
immediately back. Immediately
like something,
back.
and not a lot of smells do that. It's rare to get something like that, but I think everyone has that one smell that just like takes them back, and it's usually takes them back to high school.
Yeah. For us though, it wasn't like because they were using it to cover up the cigarette smell. It was because it just smelled like shit. It was just because like boys' locker rooms just smelled bad.
I feel like
People
just wouldn't take showers after
Dude,
PE,
shower.
and they would just spray
what's wrong with
themselves
the
down
shower?
with cologne.
Well, we couldn't shower in PE.
Oh, we had
Really?
showers in our high school.
But for us it was like we had showers. They wouldn't let us shower because the showers were still set up as like kind of like old timey like no stalls, just open like just one hallway with shower heads. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, there was no privacy. You would just be showering like naked in front of everybody.
Well, if it's just guys, I feel like that's fine. But no, nakedness in front of guys.
In high school, I thought like
no good.
That didn't happen. But in college,
we did.
In college, I played soccer. We did that all the time.
Maybe high school's just too. Maybe no one's doing that. I have memories of people maybe doing that. I feel like maybe we did swimming. So I feel like when we swam, people showered.
But were the showers the setup of like one long hallway?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I do remember I feel like people showered.
Okay. In soccer in college, we did. We showered.
In college, 100%.
It was one long hallway, no stalls, just everybody showering naked in front of each other.
Everyone was like, hey.
Yeah. Like
hey.
Like
for some reason, I feel like boys showering in front of each other is weird, but when girls do it, I'm like, that's totally fine. But I feel like girls are less weird about nakedness and less weird about being naked in front of each other.
Absolutely.
Like we're like fine with it.
100%.
And I wish I understood that concept.
It all comes down to the penis.
No, the penis is strange and like it shouldn't be seen by anyone ever.
It all comes down to the penis.
But like we have boobs. It's not like we don't have anything to hide.
But most people, like, you are aware, even if they aren't naked, you're aware that somebody either has large boobs or small boobs. Just seeing, as a girl seeing somebody else with them.
It's so secretive about the penis.
Yeah, the penis, it's like
penis is a secret.
Every guy is like, I've got a big dick, dude.
And
my
then
dick
it's
is
out
huge.
in the open. People say that even when they have a small penis. I'm just learning this.
I mean,
we need some info.
People are
so guys are lying about their penis size?
Are you kidding me? You're joking.
Kind of, yeah.
You have to be joking.
No, I know, but like, don't you feel like you can't? But girls wear padded bras, so it's not like
sure, but that's, I don't know. I feel like that's more of a white lie than like a guy who is small saying like,
totally,
my shit's 9 inches.
Yeah, but like
I use that shit as a
what's
belt.
funny to me is like guys thinking girls would be like, fuck yeah, 9 inches.
Yeah.
That's what's funny to me is like the lie that guys have been told. It's like, I hope he has the biggest penis. I hope it's all the way to his feet.
All right, well.
Yay.
Maybe I will get that shortening procedure I was looking at with my doctor.
Good for you, Alex. Yeah. Look into that.
But no, so the guys shower in our college locker room, like you'd say people, like, you think girls are more comfortable in front of guys?
No, I think girls are
more
so
in front of girls.
Maybe that's just my perception, but I feel like girls are totally not weird about being naked in front of each other.
I'd agree, and I wish I could remember more clearly, but the brain damage.
Yes.
But I assume in the beginning it was more awkward, but like halfway through the season, I mean, we had a big win one time, and our captain, we threw soap down the middle of the hallway of the shower.
Yeah.
He ran down the shower, like slid on his back with his legs over his head like that. Had like a thing of soap in his hand. He had one testicle, and he slammed it. Sorry to interrupt you, Alex. That's okay, Alex. I forgive you. This story gets a little too graphic and personal to post on main, so I'm sorry, but unfortunately we're going to have to save it for the bonus. If you want to hear the rest of the story, go to patreon.com/AWSFpod.
Well, here's my one line for everyone.
What?
We either may or may not talk about buttholes in the bonus. So
we may or may not.
You may want to join us. But find out.
One thing we are going to talk about is we're going to do a little reference to Sarah's college years, again, because of this MGMT video that was circulating. Do you remember the song Kids by MGMT?
Of course.
Bum, bum, bum,
you don't even need to sing it for me.
Okay. I assume that this song came out in your college years, just by the time-wise.
Well, let's have it be our song of the start.
It's going to be the song at the start, and then we're also going to watch the video of MGMT playing it for the first time. Like, they did, like, a college show, like, when they were, like, still in college, like, blah, blah, and, like, they debuted it, and it's just, like, it's such a blast from the past. Flip phones. It's, like, a blurry phone video.
Oh, I love it.
Everybody's actually having fun, like, dancing around. Nobody's on their phone. They're all just enjoying the moment. It's really cool.
Okay.
It's going to be cool.
Let's do it.
It's going to be cool. All right.
Well, bye, guys.
Yeah,
we'll see you there. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe see you next week.
If we see you next week, you're missing out.
Yeah, you guys.
See you in the Patreon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.